Go.
Scene 1, Aunt and Uncle's house. After Jeffrey's parents died in a trolley accident, he went to go live with his Aunt Dot and Uncle Dan. Uncle Dan and Aunt Dot did not have the best relationship. They were very strict Catholics, so even though they hated each other to death, they couldn't get a divorce. And pretty soon, there were 2 of everything in the house. 2 bathrooms, 2 TVs, 2 refrigerators, 2 toasters, if it were possible, 2 Jeffreys.
Scene 2, School Auditorium. Jeffrey's spring musical was not a normal one for a regular student. He was in the chorus singing Talk to the Animals.
Talk, talk, talk. Will you talk? Just talk.
And just like that, his adventure started.
Scene 3, Tumels and Pigwells. It should have taken Jeffrey about 1 week to get to Tumels, but instead it took him almost a year. Some people call that year the lost year. What took him so long? Mrs. Pigwell whistles for her children to come in for supper. Maniac heard the whistle and went into the house to eat. All the children ate and brought their plates into the kitchen.
Who's that kid? What kid? The kid next to you at the table. I don't know. I thought Donald knew him. I don't know him. I thought Deanne knew him. Never saw him. I figured he was Deidre's new boyfriend.
Deidre kicked Deanne in the shins. When they looked back into the dining room, Jeffrey was gone. They ran out the back door and saw Jeffrey running fast.
Scene 4, outside the school in the East End. The next time Jeffrey Magee was seen was in the East End.
Hey, you!
Huh? Who are you?
It was
the first time in a while when there was a white person in the East End.
Are you running away too?
No, I'm just going to school.
What's in that suitcase?
Amanda set the suitcase down and opened it. It was filled with books. Then she closed it again.
Can I have one?
No one spoke.
I promise nothing bad will happen to it.
Fine, but you have to promise you'll give it back to me, okay?
Yes, I promise I'll return it.
Scene 5, Little League Park. A Little League baseball game had just ended. The Red Sox had just won. But the real story was the pitcher, John McNabb, had the record of striking out 16 batters. Then a scrawny little kid stepped up to the plate.
Get out of here, you little runt. You ain't supposed to be here.
Maniac started to walk away. Was he chickening out? No. He grabbed one of the Little League's player's cap and walked back to home plate, and he was getting ready to hit McNabb's fastball.
Okay, get ready for the 17th strikeout.
McNabb threw the pitch. Maniac swung the bat. The batters in line automatically turned their eyes to the backstop. That's where the ball should be, but it wasn't there. It was dead silence. Finally, McNabb broke the silence.
Where did my ball go?
McNabb turned around and saw the ball by the fence. McNabb darted to the fence. Maniac ran to first base, second base, third, and Maniac slid home. The team cheered, and Maniac walked away without another word.
Scene 6, East End / West End. I can't believe he hit the fastball. Must be a trick. I heard about it, but I didn't believe it. The next thing we saw was a scrawny runt was running on the railroad rails. McNabb picked up some rocks and threw one at Maniac. He's dead. Let's get him. Maniac went over the hill and was gone just like that.
Scene 7, Mars Bar. Maniac finally finished running and ran into Mars Bar Thompson. Every time Mars Bar stepped toward Maniac, Maniac would step back. Where are you going? I'm looking for Sycamore Street. Do you know where that is? Yeah, I know where it is. Maniac waited a few seconds, but Mars Bar didn't answer. Well, do you think you could tell me where it is? No. Maniac and Mars Bar just stared a little. Mars Bar smiled a little. Want a bite of my chocolate bar? You sure? Yeah, go ahead. Take a bite. Thanks. Maniac took a bite of Mars Bar's candy bar. Everyone in dead silence. After a while, Mars Bar looked down. What's that? A book.
Scene 8, Amanda's book. Mars Bar ripped the book away from Maniac that he was borrowing from Amanda.
I can't return this book to Amanda. It is in terrible condition. What will make her more mad to not get the book back at all, or get it back ripped?
Maniac was wandering around the East End, jogging slowly in no hurry to find 728 Sycamore Street. He was passing a vacant lot when he heard an all too familiar voice. Hey, fish belly! Maniac stopped and turned. This time it was Mars, but he wasn't alone. He had brought a whole bunch of other kids with him. Maniac waited. Mars was coming to him.
Where are you running, boy? Nowhere. You running from us? You afraid? No, I just like to run. So you got a book. Give me it. No.
Mars ripped a page of the book. Amanda was coming. Did you rip my book, Maniac?
No. Yeah, he did.
Amanda was smart enough to know that Mars did it. Why did you rip my book?
Maniac gave it to me and said, rip out a page. You liar.
I know it wasn't Maniac, dummy. Amanda and Maniac walked off, and she told him it wasn't that bad and that she could probably fix it.
Scene 9, Amanda's house. When Maniac and Amanda stepped into the house, Mrs. Beale was busy as usual.
Mom, this is Jeffrey.
What's your last name?
Magee.
Jeffrey Magee.
Nice to meet you, Jeffrey.
Nice to meet you, Mrs.
Call me Mrs. Beale. So you're the book boy. Amanda came home one day. Mom, there's a boy I loaned one of my books out to. And I said, loaned a book? You? And she said, he practically made me. He really likes books. I met him on...
Mom! I never said all that.
No, of course you didn't.
That made Amanda screech even louder until they heard a crash in the kitchen. Everybody ran into the kitchen to find one little girl with her eyes wide open standing on the counter, one little boy with his eyes wide open standing just below her on a stool, one shattered glass, jar, and some stringy pale-colored glop on the floor that made a cloud of sauerkraut fumes.
Oops!
Hester gets down from the counter, grabs Bauer, and runs outside. Lester followed. Maniac was at the Beals' house when Mr. Beale came home from work. He was there for dinner. When Hester and Lester pushed their chairs next to him, he was there to help Amanda fix her torn book. He was there watching TV afterward, with Hester riding on one knee and Lester on the other. He was there when Hester and Lester came screaming downstairs with the book, Amanda screaming after them, the kids shoving the book and themselves into Maniac's lap. Amanda finally calming down because they didn't want to cram the book. They only wanted Maniac to read it to them.
Scene 10, the Beals' bathroom. In the Beale house, Hester and Lester love to take baths when they're with somebody. Amanda used to take baths with them, but then she got too old to be taking baths with her little sister and brother.
Jeffrey, please take a bath with us. Please.
Sure, okay.
I will go run the bath.
Yay!
And Maniac hopped into the bath with the kids. Mrs. Beale walked in and saw one little black girl, one little black boy, and a medium white boy in the tub.
Scene 11, party with hands down. One day the new kid, tall and lean, came to a vacant lot, spinning a football. He spotted Maniac and stopped cold.
Hey everyone! Remember I said about the little white dude who snatched the pass off me in gym class?
You crazy, Hans. He's just a little runt. His peach fuzz ain't even coming in yet.
You that Maniac kid?
You that Maniac?
I guess I am.
I'm Aaron, and I played Hester, Lester, Amanda, and the high school student.
I'm Ian, and I played Maniac, Magee, and Marge Bar Thompson.
I'm Jazz, and I play Mrs. Beale and McNabb and the Cobras.
And I'm Hallie. I played Hands Down and Pink Gloves.